Good morning. Good morning. I'm leaving Hazen's Notch camp right now, where I slept in the shelter last night. It was, of course, full of mice running around all night long, hanging out with me, keeping me company. This morning I left right around 8. I was up, my alarm first went off at like 5. And I laid there feeling how tired my body was. And I said, I deserve more sleep. So I went back to sleep. And then I woke up again. And I said, you know what? I deserve a nice morning. Today is going to be hard. I have just about 5,000 feet of elevation gain in under 13 miles. And lots of climbs. I have the Vermont roller coaster today. And then I have Jay's Peak. So, you know what? I deserved to enjoy my morning because today is going to kick my ass. So, I had some coffee. I made coffee for the first time, and I can't even tell you. I've just been eating the coffee packets dry anytime I've been having coffee recently. So, I actually made coffee this morning, and I dipped some Belvita breakfast pumpkin spice crackers in there, and I had a Annie and Bo's like peanut butter bar and some Reese's Puffs. So I enjoyed my morning. No one can take that from me, not even me. Later today, when I am probably going to be in a bad mood, which is not an awesome way to set an intention for the day, but I think it's also important to be realistic. So preparing myself for a tough day, but it is what it is. I've got just about 11 hours of daylight today to knock it all out. Bing, bang, boom. I've survived harder. I will survive this. So right now, I am heading up to my first climb, which is Buchanan Mountain. And then I will go to Domey's Dome. And then some random third mountain. And then Jay's Peak. And then another one. And then down to the Shooting Star shelter tonight. And then in the morning, I will finish this dang trail. All right, just summited Buchanan Mountain. That is the first of the 3, the Vermont roller coaster down. And now we are on to Domey's Dome. Hey, what does a moose foot look like? Does it look like that? It doesn't look like a shoe. Chet's Lookout. It's a ladder on a rock. One in Rome. Ooh. I looked it up. That was a moose print. That was a big one. Not that I would know, because I've never flippin' seen a moose, but I have seen their feet. Summit number 2, Domey's Dome. Now, some of my favorite far out comments about Domey's Dome. All right, Gilpin Mountain. Just like that, I have crushed the Vermont roller coaster. Now it is on to Jay's Peak, and from there to the last mountain. Annie's Mountain? Maybe? I don't know. I'll correct that later. Alright, some quick thoughts on my morning video before I make my way all the way down this mountain. Starting the day off by saying that I'm going to be in a bad mood later. has been something I've been thinking about all day, funnily enough. And I've had a pretty good start to the day today. My knees aren't killing me like they were at this same time yesterday. The hiking's actually been pretty nice. I think the trail surprised me in that regard, and obviously I'm not done with the day yet. But I think waking up in the morning and deciding that your day is going to suck is a really cruel thing to do to yourself. And I did that to myself this morning, and that was not fair of me. And ever since then, I think I've been in a mindset of, when is today going to start sucking? When is today going to start sucking? And that sucks. Not a cool thing to do to yourself. And I think that that is a lesson that applies not just in backpacking, but applies larger in life. When life is really hard and you wake up and you say today is going to suck, that sets your day up to suck. And I think that you just assume that your day is going to suck. But I think leaving room for the day to surprise you, it's just an easy mindset change that it can be hard when you're in the thick of it. And the last few days have really tested me mentally and physically. So when I woke up this morning and I was like, well, today's just going to be more of the same, that wasn't fair. So I'm feeling pretty good right now, but I just wanted to close out that statement of today is going to suck with today was not guaranteed to suck, and it still isn't. So with that in mind, let's continue. Trail magic. It's the first trail magic I've seen on trail so far. What do we got? Oh, it's a bunch of like sanitary items. Oh, that's nice of them. Okay, it is just about noon. I just stopped at the J Camp shelter down at the base of J Peak to eat lunch. I ran into a very nice man named Norm who is out for a 5-day section. Chatted with him. Now I am beginning today's biggest climb up to J Peak, which I believe will be my last spectacular views on the long trail. All right, this is Jay's Peak. It is absolutely beautiful up here. All of the reds and the oranges really coming in now. Looks so gorgeous. I can't even imagine what it's going to look like in a couple of weeks, but really is stunning now. It's cool to get the best of like the Green Mountains and New England in the fall. I think that that is really lucky. But yeah, it is bonkers hot out here. I have an interesting heat rash going on in my armpits, so that was a fun discovery. But the cool thing about the J Peak Resort is that they have running water and bathrooms, so it was nice to go inside, cool off for a second, wash off my face, and reset. So I got some cold water here in the water bottle and about to head down the mountain. Stopped off at the Laura Woodward shelter to eat a quick snack for climbing up Doll Peak, which will be my last climb today. Gonna grab some water, hang out. I only have 4 miles left for the whole day, and I can't really push beyond Shooting Star Shelter because I don't know anything about self-camping and there's no water beyond that, so I'll have to do that last push tomorrow morning is what it is. But yeah, it is crazy hot today, y'all. It is like so funny, honestly, because when I started almost 2 weeks ago, it was freezing weather. Like there was days where I was like, it's too cold for me to be out here. And now it's so hot. It's so hot I have heat rash. My backpack is all sweaty. It's just funny. The trail is funny. The second you're like, I have it figured out. Trail's like, psych, you don't. But also, just a statement, the weather has been so beautiful. I think I probably have one of the luckiest long trail runs of anybody ever. I've had like basically no rain. It's been absolutely gorgeous. The fall weather, or the fall leaves coming in, and it's been mostly mild the entire time I've been on trail, and like a little bit hot. So I've been able to like just deal with the trail. It really hasn't been much of the elements. So I could take a couple of hot days, though it is in the 80s today. So I wish it was slightly less hot than that. But yeah, just gonna eat this beef steak and then push on. Okay. Here is Eyeline. That's where I'm going. Okay. Let's go up the mountain. Oh, Dolls Peak. Done. Over. Finito. I did it. And now it is time to head down to the shelter. Only a couple miles left for the day, and then I can rest my weary head. I'm losing it, y'all. Big toad. Big frogman hopping away from me. Hates my song, but he's good at hopping. And here we are. The final shelter. The last shelter on my long trail journey. Today was a 4,700 feet of ascent, 4,600 feet of descent day. 12.7 miles. A lot for an under 13-mile day. Very happy to be here. Very happy to be here at 5 p.m. So I have the rest of the evening to hang out, make some dinner. There's a nice little bench here. And I'm hoping some other people show up. But if they don't, it is what it is. Kind of has been a theme of the ThruHike so far. So, you know, wouldn't be surprised if it was just me again. Yeah, excited to sit around. Gonna make some dinner. Gonna eat as much as I can while I still can. Make my pack nice and light for the final 6-ish miles tomorrow to Journey's End.